What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Natural Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Lakers versus Celtics and the NBA playoffs, which was released for the PC, which will be the MS-DOS, and also for the Sega Genesis by Electronic Arts. Now, this is the first NBA licensed game that was made by Electronic Arts and stuff. Now, even though it is pretty much NBA licensed, it don't have all the teams in the game, nor does it have a season mode and stuff like that. Now, it only has pretty much eight teams from the Eastern Conference and Western Conference, but there is one specific difference between the MS-DOS version and Genesis version of this particular game, in that the PC version has 8 of the 16 teams from the 1989 NBA playoffs, which consist of Boston, Chicago, Detroit, New York, the Los Angeles Lakers, Utah, Seattle, and Phoenix, while the Sega Genesis version has 8 of the 16 teams from the 1990 NBA playoffs and stuff like that, which are Boston, Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, the Lakers, Phoenix, Portland, and San Antonio. You can also play as the NBA All Star teams, you know what I'm saying, which are like the Eastern Conference team and the Western Conference team in pretty much both versions and stuff like that. Now you can pretty much change the game type between single and tournament, where the single game type is practically a exhibition mode type of game, while the tournament is a eight. It's pretty much an 8 team bracket version of the NBA playoffs and stuff. And you can also choose between single player, 2 player co-op, or demo. And demo is pretty much the computer controlling both teams and stuff. And you can also pick between either arcade or simulation, where pretty much simulation is pretty much, it has all the NBA rules and stuff like that, where the arcade version pretty much kind of don't. And also, there's also the addition of fatigue and stuff like that, where the arcade version don't, utilize that and stuff. And then there's the you can change the difficulty and stuff between preseason, regular season, and Showtime, where they're pretty much these are the easy, normal, and hard difficulties and stuff like that. Plus, you can change the time per quarter with 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, or 12 minutes. You can pretty much turn the music on or off, and you're pretty much asked if you want to resume the playoffs and everything, provided that you already started the playoffs already. You know what I'm saying? Where you can pretty much pick both what team you want to play as. You know what I'm saying? Now, the graphics and design for Lakers versus Celtics in the NBA playoffs are okay with some decent color palettes, but they haven't aged well and everything. Now, the controls and gameplay are decent, but the players in the game pretty much have clunky music and stuff like that. I could say that the soundtrack is mediocre at best, and it plays during gameplay, but it honestly don't fit the gameplay in my opinion. But however, you do have the option of cutting it off, and I think that was a good thing in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Before you can do that before you're starting to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And I would say the biggest gripe that I have with Lakers versus Celtics in the NBA playoffs is the fact that both versions don't have a season mode, and the fact that they don't have all the NBA teams. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, Lakers versus Celtics in the NBA playoffs is a pretty decent game that is worth checking out if you want to see what the first NBA licensed game looked like under electronic arts and stuff. Now, as far as the score, I definitely give it a 7 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like with some of the graphs that I've mentioned. You know, and with that being said, you can sound off in the comment section about Lakers versus Celtics in the NBA playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Have you got a chance to play it or whatever the case may be? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or whatever. Have you like compared it to the NBA Live series? You know, well, I would say the early games to it at least. You know, and if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.